Okay, you're back, you're back, you're back. We just finished up 2 videos on isolation. Yes, we were talking about isolation. Very important that you understand what isolation is all about. So I'm glad you came back in here because we're going to slide. We finished up isolation and now we're about to slide up in here and discuss the physical markings. A lot of people got questions about all these physical markings. They want to know, can you identify if you got more than, I heard one person jumped into YouTube talking about they got 2 on one palm and they got 1 on the other. Another one said, if you saw my hands, you would be like, oh my goodness. He said he got marks all over the place. Now there's people that read palms and stuff and they can tell you, and they even hear right there on TikTok, they talk about if you got X's all up in here, and one of them talks about a triangle that if it's there and it's closed, it means that you got some like work to do on yourself. So they call it shadow work. But I don't know what, I haven't researched everything on shadow work, but spiritual work would be cleaning yourself out. Like we, supposed to be doing tonight with the moon. You got to clean out the old because then God can renew you and fill you up and give you the new. So I'm not sure, I don't get all into palm reading and stuff like that. That's all crossed with the tarot readings. I'm going to do another video about that. Now, it's going to ruffle feathers. I'm not totally against people that do that stuff. You do your business. I have an experience where at one point in time when I was recognizing my gifts, I was feeling myself, and I did those things. And so let me tell you, I was doing the darn thing, and I had people start coming in there like Whoopi Goldberg in the movie Ghost. They was coming in the showers, they was coming in the room, and it was like, it was coming out of everywhere. Like, hold up, slow it up, slow it up. And it got so bad. Like, I had one person that got the devil card, a family member, and that freaked me out so bad. I said, nope, we not doing this. I said, I repented, and I was like, God, forgive me, God. I called my sister, a reverend she was, God rest her soul, but she used to be in Vegas, and she was a reverend and a psalmist. And me and my sisters all, ministers and stuff. And anyway, so this sister, before she passed away, this happened a long time ago, back around 2012 or 2010, I don't know. But anyway, she told me exactly what to do to get all that off of me, because she said, now a dark cloud is hanging over your house. This is how you get rid of the cards and send them in all these directions. She told me what to do. She said, never burn that stuff, because burning invites the evil in. So you got to be careful, because all that stuff could happen. But I did exactly what she said, and it cleared the cobwebs and got rid of all that mess, and the dark cloud lifted and things started brightening up. Because let me tell you, that day that girl came in there, and I read that her reading, family member, but still she got the devil card. She did she had that old sneaky devil, Freddy Krueger laugh. I was like, oh, why'd you get that card? Who you hate? And it came up in the reading. It was she wanted to kill her mother. I was like, that was it. I wasn't doing that stuff no more. So there's a lot behind that, and we can get into that in another video. So, and one last thing I needed to say about the isolation stuff. You need to fix up a spot in your home. All that stuff I said, I didn't even put this in there, but I guess you assumed it. So let me get some clarity here. You need to set up a room in your house. Like if you live with other people, so I don't think about that because I don't live with nobody else. But if you live with other people, you need to make a certain area of your house or home a war room, to be precise, or just some sanctuary spot that's just for you and God, to when you have your time alone with Him. It needs to be very private. It needs to be anointed, and you anoint your house and let nobody in. God, listen, He's been sending me so many videos telling me, listen, the other day, one of these neighbors, she came knocking on my door, and I don't know this lady, and she was trying to come in here, and I was like, can I help you or whatever? She said, I just wanted to see your apartment. I was always so curious. And then I said, well, I didn't let her in. I almost let her in, being an empath I'm in. But something, I just said, I really got to go. And I was getting ready to go somewhere. I came back home later, and I turned on the TV, and these videos coming at me because of the algorithm watching chosen stuff on YouTube. This video popped up out of nowhere. God has a message. The archangel said to tell you. And some of that stuff, I'd be like, whatever. So I just hit play. It said, that person you almost let in your house, don't ever do that again. Don't let them near your house. Don't let them come in your house. And get to praying and anointing and all that stuff. As soon as I heard that, I knew God sent that message to me. He sent that message to me, and it was about that, because I never have people up in here like that. No. I don't never, and this really is, I have made this my sanctuary. I've been in isolation for almost a year now, except for having, my grands over here and stuff. But predominantly, the majority of the time, it's just me and it's just God, okay? I've set it up that way. So you let no one in. God says it's for your space. It needs to be peaceful. It's for him and you. It's your alone time, and to be easier. If you live with others, you need to make an area or room, that holy space, make that your sanctuary. And you could do it. You set it up your way, put pretty things around that you like, that calm the soul and make you get into yourself. Like that song I sang in the last video in the beginning of the video. I love that song. I sang it a long time ago. I have it recorded on one of my old albums. The right version. That was just me playing around. But yeah, I put the lyrics to the song. I hung them up on the wall. I ain't memorizing. There's too many songs in my head I have to memorize. So I just wanted to give y'all a little. I just was just saying that for y'all. I like y'all, I love y'all, and just a little brightening hope light. Let you know that you are the light. You are the light. That's what the shining discussions is all about. And there's so much to this, and you may not see it now, but hang on to it. Hang on to your faith, child. God is coming to you, and he's got so much for us. So this last part I said I was going to talk about was the physical hints and marks on your body. People were asking me questions about how numerous marks and stuff. You're chosen watcher, you're divine. So besides the mark in your hand, you may have things like skin tags. That's another sign of you being maybe clairvoyant or having a real strong intuition and crossing paths and seeing numbers and all this types of stuff. The skin tags come sometimes, and that's a big sign of clairvoyancy. Usually psychic people have them. I have them around my neck and stuff. Sometimes, but to tell you that's from diabetes, but no, a lot of people have that. You have them on your face and freckles on your face. Usually you're clairvoyant. It's a high, big sign. I don't know. Don't ask me about all that. I just know that's what they said. And heart-shaped birthmarks are a big sign. So are all your freckling. The heart matching your parent's hand. Sometimes your hand, matching your parent's hand tells a lot. Like in that movie Beaches. Here I go with the movies again. We're in the middle of that one. And then the girl, her little friend Whitney, she was always frantic. I got to see my picture of my hands and my mother. Do my hands match, because she's worried about her daughter dying the same way and all that stuff. But yeah, your alignment, if your mom is gifted and she was gifted or is gifted, sometimes y'all share the same attributes, but there's a lot with your hand. It ain't just this M mark, okay? So people may have marks on their face. Like if people are born with these strange big old mole or thing, and they might go through life feeling horrible, but that's a precious mark from God is what they're saying. It's a blessing. It means you're highly favored, and it's called things like angel kisses, mother mark, soul mark. They all signify deeper connections, divine favor, protection, and hidden talents and gifts and karmic lessons. You carry messages from past lives, trauma. These are all possibilities. I'm just reading what it say. Significance events that happened to you, the way you may have died in a former life, and reincarnation evidence calls us indigos. That's another word you may not heard in a while, but we are what's considered the indigos. Now there's brighter, shining light indigos than you and I. And so an indigo does not have to be somebody that can walk into a room and they definitely showing all this psychic favor and, right off the bat, they can say things and do things and they can see auras and where they walk around. You got to develop into your powers. Like I said, clearing out the cobwebs and doing this activity with the moon tonight, getting yourself into isolation is how you can achieve these things. Crack that third eye wide open, and all of a sudden you're going to start seeing this and that and feeling uneasy and dizziness or blurry vision. Those are all symptoms and signs that you're on your way. Okay, so don't give up. Okay, so having the W in your hand, though, also means you're a leader, you're brave, you're wise, your intuition is really through the roof. It's so much. It means you walk in truth and you're a family person. Sometimes, usually you're the scapegoat, like we talked about all that stuff. Because the thing is, they don't like the fact that you tell truth. The one family member that scapegoat and black sheep, the reason they're honest people. We are usually honest people, and they don't like us because when we shine and we also turn around and tell the truth, people condemn us for that. Look what they did to Yahushua Mashiach. Didn't they kill him just for telling the truth? That man, they did nothing wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong. They couldn't even. Pontius Pilate said, I washed my hands. I can't even find nothing wrong with the man. I ain't doing it. And they was like, listen, You got to do it. You know, they pushed him to do it. But nobody really wanted to do it because they know he was innocent. So God shook the earth because they committed the biggest sin ever. Y'all know we at the end of the time. But I hope that helped you a lot with understanding more about your gifts are extraordinary. You got some great things coming up. We're going to get this, baby, because we are special. We are